Alright, gonna do a short little video today, cause look at what came in. Oh, that's right, the box is upside down. That way. Let's get it. Fragile. And my favorite part is it says fragile, but like half of it's already open. What's the point of doing an unboxing video if half of it's already open? Who did this? Memphis Shades, get better at taping this, unless someone stole my shit. Never really done, I've never done an unboxing video. I only got one hand, so, this ought to be entertaining. I thought about just taking my, just wearing the helmet and putting the GoPro on there, but then I also thought about how ridiculous it would be if I was just walking around my garage wearing a motorcycle helmet. No, to actually, ride a motorcycle. That would be a little weird. Little weird. All right, let's see what we got in here today. First thing you get, Memphis Shades featured products. I don't know what other products I need because I got this. Although I didn't read, and I didn't order a windshield for it. Yonk. Oh, let's see. So I personally hate chrome. I ordered the black trigger guard kit. So my bike has the 39mm forks on the front, and most of them do, the 91s to 05. Opening kits may not be returned for credit. So I'm very adamant about that. Don't open the kit, or they won't give you your money back. And that would be bad. So we got the trigger kit. This is going to go on. What else we got in here? Headlight block, which for mine has the annoying brow headlight. For those of you who can see it there. I don't feel like getting up. But this is going to allow me to bring it forward, which is going to be nice. So that way it's going to sit nice and flush inside of the fairing. Which leads us to the fairing itself. So I ordered a Road Warrior fairing kit because I'm not ready to be fully old yet. Get the old razor blade here, give that a little slice and dice. So we'll see what the first impressions are. Here, I got an idea. Set this bad boy down for a second. Because, this is the quality content we all come here for. Quality. So, things that you get. This is an instruction page. It's one simple page. It's all in English, which makes sense because this is an American product. But I imagine for your area, they provide the proper language for where you're at. This is just explaining how you're going to clean it, what to use, what not to use, all the important bits. And then the actual opening, we get the fairing itself. So this is the Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. It is currently just black. And I've read on a bunch of places when you get it, don't expect it to be perfect out of the box. And that's because it's meant to be painted. You're not supposed to just keep it black because that's lame. And what's the point of having a sick paint job if you're not going to make everything work with it? So what we're going to do now is we're going to set this aside. We're going to put these on. I'm just going to throw that in a hyperlapse because I'm sure you don't want to sit there and listen to me bitching and moaning about how unmechanically inclined I am. But the point of this is going to be, if I can do it, anybody can do it. All right, hang tight. So I kind of left off on what I was doing whenever I was going to do the install for the shield, because after I recorded the last part, I decided I didn't feel like doing it, and I just set the box down, and I haven't touched it since. So I've already made some progress on getting this installed, and the first thing we're doing here, oh, I guess it won't let me turn around. So I've already got some things installed, so I'm going to show you that here in a second. So we already went through, and we opened up the packaging. I got 3 of them already installed. So right here you can see these are pretty simple. You're going to have a standard, I don't remember what size. The kit will come with it, but this is a 3/16 little bolt. You'll unbolt it here. So the screw comes out, and this is a 2-slider piece. So this will slide apart. You'll see that you have your grooves for what you're doing, and then you'll just slide them in. But don't tighten everything down at first. Like, just kind of keep them loose so you can slide them up and down on your fork tube. So then that way, whenever you go to put these parts on, you'll be able to set the right length for it and where you want to position it. Once that part's done, you'll be able to, you'll know where it's going to line up, and then you can attach your fairing from there. The next part we're going to have to do is get this headlight out, and we're going to attach it with the brow extension that is somewhere down in here. Here we go. So this is going to move our headlight forward, because what a lot of guys will do is they'll put the kit on, and then the headlight sits back in the fairing and it looks stupid. So spend the extra 30 bucks or whatever it was, get the thing that brings it out. Now my Dyna is a little different. This is a Super Glide Sport, so it has the brow mounting for it. Most Dynas, whenever you go to do this, you'll have your hole here in your triple clamp, and then you'll just have the post that comes out for this. But mine's a little different because it's, you know, why would anything be convenient about this bike whenever I'm trying to do things? Just a pain in my ass. But let me show you how these slide together. Okay, so whenever you're going to put these on, you'll see here how once you unscrew your bolt, it'll just slide apart. And then depending on how big your fork tubes are going to determine which one you use. So with this one, this is a 39mm front end. And this is all you're really going to do. Real nice and simple. Line it up, come down from the top, you'll slide it over and you'll feel it simply click in like that. And spin it back around. You take your bolt. Oh. Keep it lined up there. Then you grab your 3/16, hold it in place, tighten it up a little bit just so you can slide it, but now it's connected so that you can still find where, that one's a little tight. Because you don't want to tighten it down all the way, because then you can't adjust it up and down to figure out where the mounting, shoot over there, where the mounting parts are going to go. All right, so what we've done now, so this is designed to be a quick detach fairing. So I don't have anything tightened yet because I'm still just getting an idea for how high up it's going to sit, because we still got to go back in, bring this forward with the other plate. So we're still not tightening anything, but the way this releases is you'll see that will pull back and that lifts up. And then once your fairing is attached, it will completely pull forward, and then you can remove it as needed. But right now, what we're going to do next, I've already pulled these out. These are how these mount to this adapter plate here, and this sits on the inside of the fairing, as you can see, like this. So this size is a 7/16 for those of you wondering, because the instructions don't tell you that. Well, I don't even know why I'm bothering with these. This is a pretty straightforward process if you have any sort of mechanical ability whatsoever. The only thing you want to focus on is how you mount the direction where the tabs go. You want these tabs to face out. At least that's what the instructions say. So don't push them in, because otherwise it says it will damage your tank. Mounting clamps backwards will cause damage to your tank. And then always make sure once you're putting these on, come on, focus there. Terrific phones. Check your clearances, make sure nothing's hitting. But we're gonna need to do that again once we have the full fairing on there. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take the grommets from the screws here that hit our bracket, and these are gonna attach onto the windshield itself. Now these here, they have a little rubber grommet on it, so you separate that. So this will be your mounting point for the screw. See where it's flat. So then that way when it's in the bracket, it doesn't spin around on you. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. There you go. So you see that won't spin around. So take all these rubber grommets, and as you can guess, these 4 holes, go ahead and you're gonna wiggle them in here. Probably best case scenario is you're gonna squish it down, make it sit flush. And because I can't do this with one hand, I'm gonna put these in, and then I will show you what they look like once the rubber grommets are in. All right, and there we go. So now we got all 4 rubber grommets mounted. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put the bracket back on, and then we're gonna attempt to test fit this. Or no, we're gonna take the headlight apart first, because that's gonna make more sense. So might as well move this out now so we know what we're working with. I don't know why I shook the camera when I was doing that. Oh well, live and learn. All right, so what we're gonna do now, take a little screwdriver here. I'm gonna pop this up, because that will give us access to here. And that is a 3/4, I believe. Yes. 3/4, and obviously because this is such a hard job, we're gonna use a 1/2-inch drive, because that's what I have sitting around at the moment. And you just loosen her up. You'll feel it break loose. And then I need 2 hands for the next part, so hang tight. Okay, we got a couple parts here I wanna go over before we do everything. So included with it, you're gonna have a bolt, 2 spherical washers, and a top nut. So these are gonna come in the packaging for you, these 4 pieces. But what we're gonna do next, so we're gonna use this nut. This part is going to go through the bottom, so you can see how we have a rounded off part. So this will mount here, and you're gonna use that nut that came with it and go straight up through the top. And when you come up through the top, you're gonna use the stock spherical washer, the second washer, and then the stock nut, and then go ahead and tighten that down, and that's gonna lock this in place. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, now that we got that tightened down, we got it straightened up, we got this tightened where it needs to be, so we can put that cap back on, because this should be all that we need to do on the front now. And you just kind of have my headlight hanging here, because I'm brave like that. And this will pop up through here. You're going to use those extra washers, those 2 spherical ones that came with it. Here we go, right there. But then we're going to mount this. But I can't do that with, one hand, so hang tight. We're just going to let that hang for a minute. Let that hang for a minute. Also, according to the instructions, which, there ain't nothing sweet about having to go back and do things numerous times. The thicker one is going to go on the headlight and sit flush right here. And then you're going to use the smaller one as the one that goes in the divot. So make sure you don't mess these up, because as you can tell, obviously, that's not going to fit there anyway. So round on round. All right, and with that, the Road Warrior fairing from Memphis Shades is installed. pretty easy process. The next step will be to get it out to paint, because obviously I don't want it to be black. I want it to be this color. You gotta have it all matching. Otherwise, what's the point? And then the other step is I still gotta get an actual windshield for it, because I'm an idiot and I didn't have enough forethought to think that you gotta order that too. But what are you gonna do? Hell, I might just keep it like that. Nice little bug shield. Nah, we gotta get it painted. All right, but that's my video. That is the install. Like I said, for those of you watching, once again, this is a 2000 FXDX with the top mount headlight, so make sure you order the right kit. The main block that you see everywhere on Amazon won't work, so don't buy that if you have an FXDX. All right, that's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.